Hey everyone, welcome to this new segment we're doing called Tuesday's Slot Talk with Joseph. And I want to thank Josh for allowing me to start this on his channel. Hopefully, if you guys like it, I'll just move it over to mine and we'll start a new channel and we'll have our chats every Tuesday. So in no way am I an expert on the casino. No way am I an expert on all the slots, but I've lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars over the years. That gives me a little bit of advantage of what does happen in the casino. And I want to tell you, there's a lot of slot influencers that don't like to really speak the truth about what goes on in the casinos and with slots, because I understand they're afraid they're going to lose subscribers and lose viewers. I don't have any viewers or subscribers, so other than on Josh's channel. So for me, being able to come out here and speak what I feel like is the truth and what a lot of people would like to hear could be fun. Every week we'll have a different topic, we'll have different guests, and we're just going to speak about what actually goes on in the casino. So today, our very first topic is going to be on the people of the casino, the different people that you see in the casino and how we interact with them and how we should interact with them. We'll have other topics such as tipping. A lot of people don't really understand how much you should tip. We'll have other topics about checking into hotels and about comps and about free play. Videoing in casinos. So there's a lot of stuff coming up over in the next month that we will discuss. So for our very first guest, it has to be Josh. So welcome to this new segment called Tuesdays with Joseph. And in a second, Josh will be joining us.
The 25 days of winning are here. Each day, one lucky viewer will win a special gift on the prize wheel. And on Christmas Day, our grand finale winner will receive a $100 Amazon gift card. The best part, it's free to enter. Simply go to the Slotaholic community tab and leave a comment on the 25 Days of Winning post. When your comment gets a heart, your entry has been accepted, and you'll be notified through your comment that you've won. Good luck, everybody, and stay tuned to find out who our winner is for today.
All right, we are back. So thank you, Josh, for joining me. This is my very first Slot Talk Tuesdays with Joseph.
Cool.
Okay.
And just so y'all know, I don't know too much about any of this.
He doesn't know any of it. I wanted to keep him in the dark. My intro was a little rough. It'll get better as the weeks progress. As an old stage actor, we didn't have a chance to do it over and over and over again like all the people on film gets to do. So today our very first topic is people of the casino. And people know that I'm over opinionated, that I like to speak my mind, and I don't mean
and they love that about you.
Well, and I don't ever mean to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't ever want anyone to think that I'm any better than anyone, because I'm usually worse than most people out there. But it's just some things that other influencers won't talk about because they're often afraid to lose subscribers if they do.
Sure. You don't want to rub people the wrong way.
Nope. You know, people say, oh, you can't talk about religion, can't talk about politics, can't talk about other people in the casino. I don't have a channel. He does. So don't let this reflect on his channel.
You know, oftentimes in editing, I'll splice something and you won't know what he said in the back. You know, actually, not in the background, just like you said on camera. I was like, nope, we're not saying anything about that today on the channel. Because, you know, I started the channel, so I kind of want to run it my way.
Absolutely, and you should run it your way. And I'm just a guest that just comes on every once in a while to push some buttons. Mm-hmm. So today's topic is people of the casino.
Okay.
I'll start.
Do you want my opinion on something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I have my notes because sometimes I'm old and I forget. So my very first would be button slappers.
Button beaters? She is steady slapping them buttons.
What is up with the button slappers all of a sudden?
That's always everyone's number one.
They seem to be everywhere. If you're a button slapper, will you comment on this video and let us know why you feel the need to beat the machine to death?
Yeah, don't even try to defend yourself. Just I wouldn't even try to jump
no,
into the comment section to say I'm a button slapper.
No, I honestly want to know, do you feel like you're going to win more? Do you...
Well, I think we already know why.
Do you feel like you're angry? Are you an angry gambler? Angry gambler when he leaves the casino.
I never beat a button.
No, but he'll be angry on the car ride home.
I will not be angry. I'll be quiet and I will be burning with being upset. That's all I can say. I'm like, But so, you know how it is. You just kind of sit in that for a while, and before you know it, it's gone. But I will say this: when it comes to, I think that this is something that can be corrected through maybe this conversation, but through the casinos. You know, I think they have
put a little note on the slots.
Yeah,
it says, "Please don't destroy our slots."
Well, and just educating the players that, and we can all agree on this. Those of us who are Slotaholics and are enthusiasts, the outcome has been determined when you press spin. Even in a bonus, the hold and spin bonus, when you're trying to get that last Firelink ball.
That's exactly what I was fixing to interject and say. People have this idea that if they beat it the whole time, that they're going to win it. It's absolutely not true.
No, as soon as now in the bonus, the outcome can be, it can fluctuate depending on the timing of when you press the spin button. So just because you go into a bonus doesn't mean necessarily that the bonus outcome has been already predetermined, and regardless of how many free spins you get, how many whatever, the bonus can result in a different outcome depending upon when you press spin.
It's not going to give you the grand though.
But yes, you can't stop the balls from flying around. You can't land on whatever, and you can't just keep slapping the button. There's no purpose. You're just going to break the button. Mm-hmm. And in fact, just last night I was playing a few games, and I'm pressing the spin button 10 times before it actually allows the reels to spin, because someone has beaten that button to death. But I do think that the casinos have that obligation to where they need to educate the players, put a little pop out, sign from the machine saying,
after you beat it once, something should come on the screen that says, "Hey,"
or lock.
Don't kill me.
It'll lock the screen.
Yeah.
Or tilt it or whatever.
I want to know your opinions on this. If you are a button slapper, chime in. We want to know. People really want to know.
Fix yourself. That's what I want to say.
I don't think it's something that needs to be fixed. If that's what you want to do with your money at the casino, I'm all for you doing it. I have no reason to judge you. I just want to know what the thinking is on it. I do a lot of crazy things at the casino.
Well,
people probably think, who the hell is he? He's nuts.
I'm going to go ahead and be opinionated on this.
Okay.
And they're not thinking.
Yeah.
They're not being considerate. They're just not thinking. They're just in the zone of wanting to win, and they just don't know. They don't know it better.
You're right.
Conversations like this will help.
So my number 2, and I talk about it all the time on the channel, is bonus creepers.
Oh, yes.
So,
and people get on you in the comment section all the time by saying, "What if that was me?"
And I would tell you to bug off too, because here it is. Louisiana is a very superstitious state. We're very, very superstitious. A lot of people are superstitious. They bring their dolls, they bring their cups, they bring their beads, their everything, and they're superstitious. For me, when someone is standing behind me, I don't know what it is.
It's an invasion of space.
It is. And a lot of people will be, I can feel them right here on my neck, just breathing.
So I think, we're definitely going to talk about this, but let's talk about the viewers who have an opinion of whenever you say bonus creeper, because it can it does come across derogatory for some viewers. Mm-hmm. It's different because you're watching something that we're putting together for you, and we're putting all of our energy and time and thought into the filming of a session. It's different from... you watching is different than having someone right behind us watching.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother energy shift. That is something that you're impacting my presentation of what I want to give to my viewers who know what they're here for. Now.
And in past, I call, maybe we shouldn't use the word bonus creeper, maybe watchers, on your neck watchers, but...
Or bonus bugaboo?
Because what y'all don't hear a lot of the times is they're standing right behind us asking us, Why are you saying that? Why are you pushing that button? Why didn't you do this? If you do it this way, you'll win more money. And you're right. We're trying to film a segment, and then so we stop, we start over, we stop, we start over. And when a casino is crowded, it's really hard at times to get that video out. It can be. I've watched Josh start over and over and over and over again. I don't do it.
Oh, my intros.
Yeah,
and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'll just say, hey, can you back up just a little bit? Just back up just a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, also at the same time, the bonus is the highlight for the video, right? And so here comes a stranger stepping into what you've been aspiring to get for your viewers.
And that bonus may not have come up all day, and you're finally in a bonus.
And they're creating a shadow in your highlights.
And they're just, oh. And now I'll say this. Some people will come up and go, oh my God, you're in a bonus. Great. I hope you win. And they'll keep going. Other people are like, rah. And you're like, dude, did you just lose all your money and now you're standing behind me? I just don't want the negative
There was
energy.
a recent video where you had a guy saying, what you got? What you got?
I didn't get anything. He just kept standing behind me every spin asking me what I got. And I didn't understand his question. So I stopped the video and I said, I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. What you got? And he never
explained himself.
He never said anything else other than what you got. And I was just like, so finally I told him I had chlamydia and he walked away because I didn't understand the answer, but I kept trying. And that machine was That machine was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
After that,
walked
you had a
away.
big, like almost hand pay.
Yeah.
But
so,
the thing is bonus bugaboo. I think is a fun way to call
bonus
it.
bugaboo.
Creeper.
Don't be a bonus bugaboo. That's good. We're gonna come up with that shirt.
And another thing we've always said is back off my bonus.
Back off my bonus.
But it's one thing to be right behind us,
back up
or
a little
right
bit.
behind anybody.
Yeah.
If
No
you're
one wants you
playing with
behind
a
them.
machine, you don't want a stranger right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
That is it's not uncomfortable in any situation in life. But if you're going to watch a bonus, enjoy it from 6 feet, 10 feet away. That's cool.
And I recently had two different type of people. I had one woman that I had one guy that every time my bonus you could hear it because I like to play with my volume up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mighty Cash. Yeah.
Run over. He would leave his machine. I could see him over there. He'd leave his machine, run over. And I'm like, oh my God. So I said, here's a card. You should watch this in a couple of weeks on our channel. You're going to love it. I don't watch videos. I'm like, okay, well then get the hell away from me.
Yeah. But I think if the purpose of this video is to kind of just discuss things, I would say
a few feet away.
Yeah, we are bonus watchers. Mm-hmm. We're not bugaboos. Mm-mm. We're not bonus creepers, but we're
I'll
bonus
sit on
watchers.
The other side of if there's chairs here and I'll sit as far back and we'll
look over and say, oh, cool, look, they got the bonus. But I'm not going to step right next to somebody and say, I knew you were going to get that bonus.
Mm-hmm. Or now the second part of that I was going to tell you was the woman that just last week, I finally turned around and said, can I help you? And she goes, I'm just waiting for you to get off this machine. And she's like, right there. I said, you know what, baby, you can have it. I don't need it. I don't need it. You're welcome to have it. Do you want this machine? Well, are you winning? I'm like, well, you've been sitting here watching me lose my money. And in another video, we're going to talk about how slot machines, if they're hot or cold. That's a whole nother topic. Okay, so are we done with bonus creepers?
I've been done with bonus creepers.
Because this video is basically people of the casino. People of the casino.
Okay. And talking about etiquette, maybe?
Etiquette.
Okay.
Good word, because that's the word I'm fixing to use. Etiquette. Smoking at the casino. The etiquette for me, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. I don't care what you do. You can smoke all day long. You can drink. You can curse, whatever. But here's how I do it. If I walk up to 3 machines and the person in the middle is smoking, that's up to me to sit there. That is my decision to sit there and
put yourself in that circumstance.
And put myself in it. I'm not a smoker. Both my parents smoked. I understand smoking. But if I'm sitting there and I'm having a good time and a smoker comes up and sits next to me, I think the polite thing to do is say, hey, do you mind if I smoke? And what are you going to tell them? No, it's a casino.
Ultimately, if it's a smoking casino, they don't feel like they have to even ask.
No, most people don't ask.
It's a smoking casino. Of course, I don't have to ask to smoke.
And they shouldn't. But what I'm saying is etiquette would be, hey, do you mind if I smoke?
If you notice someone who's not smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What aggravates non-smokers is the ashes on the ashes
all
on
over the dash, the panel.
Yeah.
Of the machine.
And blowing smoke on us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what aggravates us the most. We don't care that
Well, the
people
smoke's
smoke.
gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that recently.
Yeah, not in my face.
I'm like, but why do you turn and blow it on me? Why don't you blow it straight or to the vacant seat next to you? And look, I love Snickers, but I don't throw the Snickers wrapper on the floor at the casino. But I see people all day. Ashes.
I've never seen you eat a Snicker bar at a slot machine.
You don't know me. I'm hungry sometimes because a lot of times he will not let me eat. We'll be filming for 14 hours, and I'm like, the restaurants are going to close.
No.
I need to eat
You're like,
something.
okay, we're going to go eat. But I'm right after I get this bonus is you. Right
No.
after I get the bonus on that, we're going to eat after that.
I'll
Okay.
text him like 16 times.
You ready to eat?
Food.
All right, after this bonus.
Food. And I only eat once a day on this Ozempic. So, that's a whole nother story, but which has been a miracle for my life. But
yeah, smoking is...
How do you guys address smoking?
Or if you're a smoker, I'm more interested to hear from smokers.
Yeah. And look, we're not judging you. I don't care that you smoke. I'm a 420 guy. Look, I don't care. It's just be considerate of other people, I think, is what
Etiquette's all about.
Is what etiquette is all about. What etiquette is all about.
I think the worst thing, though, I mean, I can deal with the smoke for a period of time.
Me too.
Some places are way smoky and like 2 hours and I'm like, blood, eyes are red and I'm stuffy and I have a headache, like a pounding frontal lobe headache from smoke.
True, very true.
But what bothers me the most is the blatant disregard of your ashes just lying all over the machine
Or on the floor.
We
pay for
dirty. Yeah. And
we
it's
pay
just
for
like,
that carpet.
Maybe bring some wipes. And I know there's a janitor or the
Or
staff.
just blow it off when you're done. Something.
It's just dirty, and that makes you wonder, how do you live? Like, what's your house look like?
Now you have to add in drinking, because a lot of people are drinking, so their mind isn't often clear. Hey, now I got to blow these ashes off. Now this dude doesn't want me to do this. So you have to add in that element of people drinking, because it does clog their mind. I'm not a drinker. You drink, So the casino should be fun, and we'd never want to take anyone's fun away from you. A lot of people come to the casino just to drink and smoke and have a good time. A lot of people will tell me, I don't drink and smoke at home. I come to the casino to do that. And the way they spend their money is none of my business, and I can't judge them. I just want to know the answers to it. Like I said earlier, a lot of influencers are afraid to ask because they don't want to risk losing one sub. They just don't. They don't want to do it. It takes a long time to build up those subs, and we're going to talk about that in another video in the next couple of weeks, is subs and how much money people make and all that stuff, and do you break even and all that. That's a whole nother different conversation. So we're going to move on to another one of my least favorite people at the casino.
Ooh. We hope you guys are enjoying Slot Talk, but it's time to find out who our next winner is in the 25 Days of Winning giveaway. As of today, there are 581 entries. And congratulations to Dallas Jen. Now let's spin the prize wheel to see what you've won. There are still 6 Amazon gift cards and 2 Amazon Fire tablets on the wheel. But it looks like you are winning the Slotaholic gift bag. So that means you're getting a Sip Spin Win t-shirt, a keychain, wristband, and sticker, and the drawstring backpack. So congratulations, and tune in tomorrow to find out who our next winner will be.
Another one of my least favorite people at the casino.
Ooh.
Screamers. The
Voodoo?
50 cent. I've won 50 cents and they're screaming. So my dumbass gets up, leaves my machine, and runs over there to see what they've won. Because
to be a bugaboo.
To think, oh, they must have won the grand. No, 50 cents. But they stand there and they just, and it scares the shit out of me at times.
Well, okay, so definitely a newbie to the casino does that. In time, you learn to STFU.
Yeah.
Because you become, if y'all know what that stands for.
You become an attraction.
You become an attraction, and people start following you around, and they think you are loaded with money. It's bad enough that these machines are huge and tall and display every single credit or value that you've won to the world. Why scream and holler.
So I saw a video yesterday on TikTok of a woman that won $400,000, and she decided to take it all in cash. She stood in front of the cashier with a bag, and they laid her money out there, and she put it all in a bag, and the guy filmed her just walking off. No security or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, can we say one more thing on smoking before we end? So before...
Back to smoking.
Just real quick, because I forgot my train of thought on that, and my brain runs different directions all the time.
ADHD.
And SDG and PPP. I've got it all. Josh and I used to go to Caesars a lot. I don't frequent Caesars much anymore. It used to be our old Harrah's. I'm not a big frequent of Caesars. That's a whole nother video that we'll talk about later on about casinos in general. But it used to be a smoking casino. Mm-hmm. And what smokers don't know is they don't realize it, but they smell like smoke. Their car smells like smoke. Their hair smells like smoke. Their clothes smell like smoke.
It's like home. Linus from
and
Charlie Brown.
And that's fine. But we would walk home because Caesars is 10 blocks away. And we'd walk home and we'd undress before we even got in the door and throw our clothes in the washing machine because of the smell. You can still smell it on you.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
That changed in like 2017, 2018. It's been a while.
Yep. So that's one good thing that I do like about that. So...
smell good.
The screamers are funny, but it does draw much attention to yourself. And if you win big, there are a lot of shady people out there that will follow you into a parking lot, follow you down an escalator in Vegas, follow you to your room. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how a lot of these thieves are getting away with stuff. Mask. People are wearing masks. I mean, look at the United Health guy that got shot this week. I mean, no one thinks of anybody wearing masks anymore. I mean, because a lot of people have health issues that they have to wear masks. A lot of people wear masks in the casino to avoid smoking. Mm-hmm. So the scammers are getting away with a lot of stuff just wearing a mask and a hoodie. All you see is eyes, and if they're wearing glasses, you can't see anything else. So that's one thing I would like to tell people. They really need to be
cognizant.
Yeah, and just watch around you.
Well, yeah, and he's a Virgo. He's always aware of his surroundings.
And it comes from being just an old stage actor.
360.
Oh, yeah. I know everything that's going around me at all times.
Charlie XCX, but you don't know Charlie XCX.
I do not know Charlie XCX, yeah. But
no, some people when they're drunk and just having a good time, they don't realize their surroundings.
Exactly.
And so you just I'm
the casinos.
I'm pretty good. I don't woohoo.
I would tell you, there's two things out there that you'll learn. Cruise ships, they're not going to announce that someone has died. They just don't. Casinos won't ever announce that someone was mugged in their parking lot, that they were mugged in the bathroom. They're never going to announce that. They're never going to bring that attention onto them. They don't.
They don't highlight the negatives. Yeah.
Exactly. So you don't know how many people that's happened to.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to be careful when you're screaming, especially with a big win, because people are going to come running. Mm-hmm. And we live in a city that's not so great on crime.
Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Duh.
And we have a casino that's land-based, and the minute you walk out that door, good luck finding a police officer.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more of a safety issue when I talk about screamers.
I mean, I've actually seen a woman get her purse stolen.
We've had tickets stolen out of the machine before.
Oh, yeah.
While, okay, here's the machine. We're sitting there playing the machine, and then someone comes over and talking for a second. Someone has come up next to me and has cashed me out and has made it to the cash out machine and out the door before they can void that ticket. It's that quick. It's that quick. We see them all the time. We had someone steal our ticket at Coshada because we a group of us walked away. We were just finishing a group pool.
Yeah, we just finished our slot golf video.
$1,300 left in the machine. We all thought each one of us got the ticket. None of us got the. We weren't even far away. We were on the next machine over.
5 or 6 feet, no, maybe 8 feet away.
And they were watching, and they took it, and they cashed it out, and they were out the door. They were able to follow them on camera. And a lot of casinos, what a lot of people don't know, have face recognition now. So they're able to recognize that guy when he comes back into the casino, and he will be banned. I will say Coshada was so awesome to us. They made us whole. They made us whole,
Yeah,
which was awesome.
They refunded us what our start value was.
They gave us each. There was like 6 of us. They gave us each like $250.
$250.
Yeah, and made us.
There was
all,
4 of us.
4 of us. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So kudos to them, because a lot of casinos would just say,
That's on you,
"Sorry,
man."
Lou, that's on you." So that's one thing you always want to do, is make sure that you cash out first, and then take your card. We have a tripod, usually 2 phones, a backpack. So, and you're drinking a little bit. So you just kind of like, hey, I should start taking a gummy and going to the casino. You think I'd win more or lose more?
So back to the Woohoo Girls.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say about that? Do you want to just...
Well, there's part 2 of the Woohoo Girls. So there's the Screamers, and then there's the group of 14 people that come to the casino together and play one machine, 25 cents, and just stand there and scream the whole time. And they don't realize that you're sitting next to them, and you have all these people around you. So usually I just get up and leave, unless the machine is really hot. And then what do? Do you just hope that
Put your headphones in?
that they leave?
Bring headphones?
It's hard to... Well,
you want people to have a good time at the casinos.
that's what the casino's for. It's
you
for
can't
people
tell
to
them to shut up.
No. But I think what you have to do is like, we should back away from a little bit from the person playing. I've heard old women, especially here in New Orleans, we've got some vocal old women, and I'm old enough myself, but that will turn around and say, "Hey, I can't even hear the machine. Can you back up a little bit?"
Mind, yeah.
And I'm like, if I said that on camera, they'd kill me.
Yeah.
Josh would fire me as his part-time button pusher.
Button pusher. But, we do group pools on the channel, too. So we've had circumstances where we've been a rowdy bunch.
But we always try to pick a machine.
Away from people.
The same with slot golf.
Yeah.
Someone would go, "I want to play that one," and then we're like, "Oh no,
there's someone over there. We don't want to. We are mindful.
Very mindful, very demure.
Not demure, but very mindful about whenever we do group pools and pick machines when we're in a group setting.
We're mindful about just videoing. You'll say, "Let's do side by side," and then you're like, "Oh no,
we are."
We've come to the point where we can analyze people pretty quickly if they want us next to them or not.
I will ask too. I will sit down and say, "Would you mind if I set up to film next to you?" And most of the time I have to explain why. Why? What are you doing that for?
I get all the time, "Why are you watching the slot machine on your phone?"
Why are you watching the game through your phone? But yeah, I think that's just something that's courteous. Etiquette.
Very
etiquette.
Very etiquette. Be very etiquette. There's a slot. Okay, so let's move on to slot machine savers. They don't actually ask.
Wager savers.
No. Slot machine savers.
Oh, people who save your machine.
Save their machine. They're not playing. You've watched them for 20 minutes. They've never put any money in it. If you want to save a machine, most of the time you have to be at a certain level at a casino to be able to save a machine. And reserve it. The attendant would tell you, you can't go play another machine and reserve this machine. You can't do that. Are you going to go eat? What are you going to do? Now, most of the time you could, leave their section if you want and play another machine and come back. But people that just sit there and you're like, hey, and it's got the highest major or the highest grand.
You mean they're just sitting at the
They're just
machine?
sitting there.
They're not playing it.
And if you go up to them, you're like, hey, are you playing that? Yeah, I'm playing it. Well, I've been watching you. I want to say, but I've been watching you for 30 minutes and you haven't moved. So a lot of people just put a little tiny ticket in.
Yeah.
Put their card in.
A nub.
And then they'll just continue to sit there. I don't know if they're waiting for money to hit their accounts, because a lot of time I notice it like at midnight.
Oh, for slot play or something?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about money?
Yeah.
Like Venmo.
Real money.
Waiting for Cash App to come through.
Venmo, waiting for Cash App, waiting for them. And we've all done this. A lot of people are waiting for midnight because they've already taken the amount of money out that they can out of the ATM for that day. Mm-hmm. So they have to wait for midnight to roll around so that they can pull money out without having to go to the cashier and pay all the extra fees. A woman told me that recently. I said, I never thought about that. She goes, honey, I'm just waiting for midnight so I can take an extra $200 out of my account. I was like, good for you then. You sit here and I hope you win this thing. But people that refuse to get up, and just move. I mean, you don't want to go get security and say, hey, you don't want to be that Karen.
I mean,
Are you? Do you? But here's the thing. If the casino is so full and there's no other machines to play that are any good, because the casino could be so full and there's always those 5 banks of machines that no one wants to play because they're just awful slot machines. But you have someone sitting at a good machine and you're like, hey, do you mind if I'm playing it? Well, you don't have any money in the machine.
well, usually what I'll say,
It's a hard
I usually
topic.
don't approach people. Like, I usually don't even bother. You know, you can't fix stupid. Not that they're stupid, but you just can't fix a stupid situation. That's how I meant for that to come across. But, you know, maybe you could follow up with like, well, is there a chance I can play it after you? Or like, you know, I came here to play that game, or I've been wanting to play that machine. Is there a chance,
I've gone as far as lying and just say, you know, my viewers really want to see this machine, and maybe I'll do. I don't know. But I've gone as far as just watching them for like 45 minutes because there's nothing else to play. And I'm like,
well, I think it's honestly,
I do save money while I watch them.
if you're just sitting on a machine,
and you have no intention of playing it.
yeah,
I'll be glad to even give them the chair. I'll say, hey, you can take the chair if you're sitting there with a friend, you know?
oh yeah, most people will get up though if you say,
I'll say, hey.
are you playing that machine? And they're not, and you know, can I play it? And you might get a little disgruntled, you know, comments. And
We've recently this year had sometimes when we film together, we pull a chair from a slot machine that's not being played, and we try to film when the casino is light on traffic. So I've pulled a chair before, and I've had people come up to me and say, that chair goes with that machine, give me my chair. And I'm like, baby, there's a lot of chairs around here, so I usually go and drag one over. Don't get a thank you or anything usually, you know. But I wouldn't be that person. That chair does not belong to that slot machine. You can drag. Now, as someone who is able-bodied and you see someone not able-bodied need a chair, you should always get up and help that person. You should always get up, offer your chair, or offer to get them a chair, especially if they're rolling up and they're just not able-bodied. The nice thing to do would be to get up and offer them the chair when you see there's no chair there. But when you're just rolling up on me, angry because you think I've got your chair that goes to this exact slot machine, no, boo, that ain't working for me. Your thought on that?
I don't have a thought on that. I was just going to say there's another circumstance. Rather than someone just sitting on a machine and not playing, it's when they need to like either walk away from the machine for a period of time, and you're going to put your money into the machine, and obviously there's no player card, no value, no credits in the machine, and you go to put in your ticket and your player's card, and someone's like, that's my machine. That's my machine. Oh, my friend's sitting there.
We had that. I had that recently.
And that to me is more of the concern, because there's etiquette to be learned there. Mm-hmm. So if you are reserving the machine, but there's no evidence of that, there are a couple tricks or tips. There are a couple tips that you want to do. You want to turn your chair around or lean your chair forward to the machine. Always keep your player's card in the machine. That way someone knows that you have the intention to come back to your machine.
Because on that note, the people cleaning the machines will come by if there's not a player's card in there, and they will reverse that chair. So while you're gone to the bathroom, while you're gone to get money, or when you're gone to get a drink, someone's going to sit there. And then when you get back, you're angry at them because, hey, I had the chair flipped around.
Well, because the staff might have reset the chair or whatever. They don't know.
So ask them first, hey, was the chair turned around because I thought I reserved it? Oh, no, the chair wasn't turned around. There wasn't any money in it. Because I watch the staff all the time. They'll come and straighten the chairs. I mean, speaking about straightened chairs, one thing that drives me crazy with the staff is when sometimes it's late and I'm leaning on the chair next to me while I'm filming. They will come up and scoot that chair in. They have a obsession with scooting chairs in.
Well, when it's slow, you got to do something.
I mean, the obsession. I wish the obsession was as much as with cleaning the casinos as they are with
Fill out that comment card.
Not all casinos. Treasure Chest is really, really good about it. And Kashada too. They're dead on. But they'll always come, and I'm like, you don't see my arm on this chair? But I think it's funny. And then as soon as they walk away, I'll scoot it back, and they just look at me. I'm like, boo, come on now. So yeah, I think you're right. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yes. So asking, hey, I thought I turned the chair around, but you're right. Leave your card in the machine. No one's going to steal your card. No one wants your card. We can't even remember where our cards are.
Just leave your card in the machine, push your chair forward, or turn it around, and that's enough for someone to know that you are coming back to the machine.
I got hair on my titty. Let me get it off. Okay. We're going to wrap up our Slot Talk Tuesdays with Joseph with one more. We kind of touched on this before. But the minute you get in a bonus, people want to come up and talk to you. Why do they wait till you're in a bonus? I get that so much. You go right into a bonus. You're trying to film it. And now a lot of this has to do with being an influencer and not just being someone at the casino. But the second they want to come over and have a whole, I love I'm glad you love my video. Can you let me film the bonus first? Because I've been sitting here for 45 minutes and this is the first bonus I've gotten. And they want to, and you can't get them away from you. Now,
I'm going to cut you off. To all of our viewers who've seen us at the casino, y'all know you don't cut us off.
Yeah. Most of them don't.
I've never done that.
Yeah, most of our viewers don't. But I watch a lot of videos of influencers, and I see it on their face the minute they go into a bonus, and someone comes up and they're like, you can't pause. Sometimes you can't pause the bonus. Sometimes you cannot.
It goes right into it. Yes, it starts without you having to.
You're on spin 2 or 3, and if it's not a winning spin, it's going to go right in. And I watch their faces go from. They do it. You can see them on camera when you watch the. Oh God, I've been waiting so long for this bonus, and they come up and they just,
it's not the right time.
It's not the right time. It's not the right time to
and it comes across like you
bonus.
Don't like, oh, well, he doesn't want to talk to me. No, that's not it
I've been
at
accused
all.
of that. It's just like, I want to get this video.
And I have to say, I'm never really approached during a bonus.
I'm quite often.
Probably because I don't get many of them. Just
quite often
so
for me.
Sad.
And I see it on a lot of people's channel. And most people are really good about saying, hey, give me 1 second to get through this bonus and I'll be glad to chat with you. We love chatting. Oh my God. And I'll tell you a story about anything.
I like to, let me say, I like to talk more than play because playing is expensive. And I save so much money. Thank you.
and on filming days, I want to get in and get out. And when you have, a lot of people think we're at the casino every day. A lot of people go, I get that oh my God,
well, we only film 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah, we do. We have real lives and real work. And editing videos takes Josh a long time. I couldn't even begin to tell you how to turn the computer on, let alone to edit a video. I mean, if anything ever happens to Josh, there will not be no editing of any videos.
You're going to get it in its natural form, looking like this. Why is it all crooked?
And I tell him all the time, I am a one-take Charlie. It comes from just being an old stage actor. And you said something that I always know what's going on around me. It's because when you're on stage, if someone misses an entrance, misses an exit, someone forgets to come on, you can't just stand out there and say, nothing. Oh, she forgot. So I'm always, it's built into me now for 20 years of doing that. It's built in. I can tell you what's going on at all time. We're sitting in our office. I can tell you that I hear the people at the hotel next door to me, on the patio. I can hear them laughing. I can hear everything going on. A lot of people aren't like that. It's not always a great thing to
there's many things going on in your brain.
My mom used to get aggravated with me because we would be walking somewhere in the quarter.
This is story time.
And I would see someone coming toward us or next to us or behind us that I didn't feel comfortable with. So I would kind of
push.
I would kind of direct her.
Mm-hmm. It's when it comes out of nowhere, when you get a direction moved in a certain way,
you take it.
It's unwelcome.
Yeah, and I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart because I don't want someone to steal her purse. I don't want someone to knock her over. She's on the backside of 70. So it's that's just who I am.
I never heard the backside of 70 before.
Well, it's really the backside of 30 is a song. It's a very famous song. I'm on the backside of 30.
Is that like saying over the hill?
It means you're on the end of 30. I'm on 38, 39, 40. I'm on the backside.
Okay.
It's an old John Conley song. I'm on the backside of 30. In this apartment alone. I don't know the whole words to it, but my dad would play that song all the time. So we finished people in the bonus. So do you have anything to add about people in the casino that you just shake your head about, that you're like, what is that about? And it's not a control issue. It's just fun to watch or fun to just kind of analyze, like
just like behavioral issue, like
or
behavioral things.
Anything could be anything.
I mean, I know you're going to have more topics down the road.
I don't want
to jump ahead of what our future discussions might be, but
one group of people I do love are the people that bring all their rocks and all their voodoo dolls and they just lay them out. I love that. I think that is. I just think that's so much fun. I told a lady the other day, you forgot one of your little magical elephants. She goes, oh my God, that's my favorite one. My sister's husband's wife gave that to me, and if I lose it, you can't get another one. I said, well, here it is, honey. And she says, it didn't work. I lost all my money. I said, yep. And that's an extra.
Better recharge your crystals.
And that's an extra group of people right there that watch you lose, and they think they're going to come right behind you and win. That's another group. And maybe sometimes they do. I always hope for people to win at the casino. I mean, the casino gets enough of our money. You know, you never want to put that negativity out on anyone. Well, here, I lost on this machine. I hope you lose too. No, baby, I hope you win. I hope you win all my money back plus all the money before it, you know?
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to save my thoughts for another video.
Next week's topic is going to be tipping at the casino.
That was one of my things in my head that I wanted to talk about.
Tipping.
Besides people washing their hands at the bathroom.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that because...
Oh, Lord. Did I start something?
Yeah, because I've gotten in fights before about that. I will actually say to grown men that just peed all over their hands while they're standing at the urinal.
Oh, it's very much the substance, Dennis Quaid. In the men's bathroom.
Yeah. Hey, watch that movie, The Substance, if you haven't seen it. My all-time favorite movie probably in 5 or 10 years. But I'll say, oh, you're not washing your hands. And they just turn around and look at me.
It's gross. And women, let us know in the comment section if it's that bad in the women's bathroom. I mean, it's just, come on, man.
You're slapping that button with a little bit of pee on it.
And it's beyond the casino.
Yeah, it's beyond the casino. Yeah. And like I said earlier, we don't want to come off as judging people. We really want to know the answers. We're
I want to know why weren't you raised?
I have so many issues that I have no right to judge anybody about anything, but this is my Virgo brain going, why do people do that? Why do people do that? Because I'm a problem solver. I've always been a problem solver. I always want in my brain to figure out, well, you know, why doesn't that work? Why does people do that? That's how my brain runs. It's not that, he thinks look, I'm not better than anyone. In fact, I'm worse than most people. I know it. I've got more problems than I can even sit here and tell you about.
Joseph, you're great.
Yeah. Remember that one year, get great? That was my motto.
Get great. That's another story.
That's another story for another day.
It was not a great day.
I started New Year's.
First of all, the problem was Walmart.
Yeah, the problem was not me. The problem was picking Josh up from the airport New Year's Day, and the only store that was open was Walmart. We won't go into the whole story, but he goes, well, what's your new motto for this year?
Your mantra or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to get great this year. I'm going to have a positive attitude, get great, and just
don't go to Walmart on New Year's Day.
That lasted 5 minutes.
That was your problem.
Out the door. I was not great that day. Mm-mm. That is for sure.
But you got a great story out of it. We'll talk about that another
time.
No
one wants a Karen. If you can make fun of it or if you can have a good time with it, about approaching people that are doing things that are weird or strange or different from how you do it, you don't have to be a Karen. You can approach it with humor a lot of times. Or you know what you can do? You can walk away.
Yeah, when you walk away.
When you walk away, that problem ends for you. It may continue for them,
right?
But that problem is it's out of.
But at some point, you know, we all have to be considerate about people.
Yep.
you know, and it's
considerate to each other.
And that's a good thing to do, period, is just have consideration
Mm-hmm.
for one another. And I think that's what the purpose of this conversation was.
It was for the people of the casino. Next week, we're going to talk about, and Josh may not be our guest next week. We're going to try to have different guests.
I've been replaced already.
I'm trying to line
dang
them up.
it.
Next week's going to be about tipping. I'll probably bring you back for tipping because that's something, you know, and tipping just isn't tipping in restaurants. Tipping goes so much further. So we'll have a whole topic about that, a whole conversation about that. If this is Tuesday's Slot Talk with Joseph, if this is something you like and you enjoy.
Hey, you know what? You might even want to consider going live.
Yeah.
We're doing live chats.
We may do some live chats.
And you can bring in viewers through live chats now.
I don't know how to do that.
If you want to be on camera, we can bring you in.
With him, we'll, you know. But if this is something you think you'll enjoy, it's something that I would like to do because, like I said, a lot of influencers do not want to talk about certain subjects because they're so afraid of losing money. And money's going to be another topic that we talk about with influencers coming up down the road. You know, that one of the number one questions we get all the time. Oh, you must be rich. Lord have mercy. If you only knew these pennies. Shit.
You're giving a lot of spoilers away.
Well, I want people to come back and I want people to be interested. You know, if one person's thinking about this, then maybe 10 people are thinking about it. And we can have these conversations. I think they have to be honest. I think they have to be non-judgmental. I think you have to be fair to the people that are listening to you and fair to the people that are talking. Because if we can't have these open conversations with each other as friends and without, you know, because we consider all of you guys friends, to be honest with you, our viewers. I mean, we talk about, y'all may not know this.
I have conversations every day through DMs with the viewers.
And we talk about different viewers almost every day, at least once or twice. Oh, I love her. I saw her at the casino. Oh, did you see the comment from somebody? You know, a lot of people go, well, why doesn't Joseph comment on Josh's channel? I'm just a guest, and I don't
Every now and then you will.
I try to. I do try to, but Josh reads me the comments, and I hear it, and together we comment back. So stay tuned. Next Tuesday, pop in. And
find out who the special guest is. That's my little Eeyore moment. Okay.
Try to pop in next Tuesday. If this is something you think you would like on a weekly basis, please let me know. If it's something you don't like, you don't want to hear, I won't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. But if it's something that you love, you want to hear more about, because some of these topics are going to be hot. I'm telling you, they're going to be hot. And with the end of TikTok coming up, this is how we're going to have to reach out to people now. You know?
The alleged end of TikTok.
It's
inevitable.
It's going to be moving to Lemonade, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody's moving to Lemonade. So thank you guys. We love you. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all those fun things. Comment. We want to hear your comments. Don't be afraid to comment. Be kind. Be kind with your comments. Be kind with your comments.
Be mindful. Consider it.
Because any personal attacks, we won't going.
Well, they might not make it because there's keywords that will remove your message.
And being that this is our very first Tuesday Slot Talks with Joseph, personal attacks on me, Josh, or any of our viewers are immediate no.
They won't be tolerated, and plus they won't penetrate.
They won't. And they won't make it past the censors. So humor always works. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want, but, you know. All right, guys. We love you. We thank you for sticking with us here today. And remember to like, subscribe, and comment.
See you tomorrow.
Have a great day.